If you weren't lucky enough to lock in a low interest rate back in 2022, I guarantee you know somebody that did, and you're probably jealous of them, like a lot of people are. But what if I told you you can get a 4.99% rate on a brand new home right now in 2025, and you can do it in a place like Clinton, Mississippi, where you got the great Old Towne area, some of the top rated schools, Mississippi College. It's all right here, right down the street from these brand new homes. And not only can you get them at a great rate, you can get them at a, well, you're not gonna believe what you get for the price. And to show you that, we're just gonna have to get inside on this episode of The Weekend Home Show. The Mac is back. We're talking about C-Mac, Charles Lacey.
Thought you was talking about the Mac Attack.
The Mac Attack. He could be the Mac Attack. He's the Mac Attack for you today.
I'll do my best. I'll try to be the Mac Attack.
Here we go. So all right, Mac Attack.
Jared, we're somewhere different today.
We're getting a new nickname for you.
No, I like C-Mac better.
all right. So we C-Mac in Clinton.
Clinton. It's been a while since we've been over here. Have we actually done a home tour?
This is our first weekend home show in Clinton.
Yeah.
We actually got a couple more planned. We noticed we needed to get back over here.
We are glad to be back in Clinton. And we had this whole plan about we're going to eat lunch here and do this and do that. And I screwed it up this morning because I was on appointments. But anyway,
okay.
Anyway, let's get to this house. So, Jared, check out this landscaping. We got sidewalk here. We got a nice driveway, 2-car garage. Sidewalks out there. There's a mailbox already up. We've already got gutters.
So you have a lot of stuff already here.
You pretty much got everything you need on the outside.
You know, a lot of neighborhoods here, we've had people say, some of our neighborhoods don't have the sidewalks, so you do have that here. We're in Horseshoe Bend today. It's where we are here on the north side of Clinton. And 2-car garage, little turnaround here.
We're actually not far from the Natchez Trace.
We're not far at all from the Natchez Trace, actually.
Go out here, take a right. It's going to be up there on the right.
So if you need to be in Madison or Ridgeland, it's actually not a bad spot for you, even though if you want to be here in Clinton, you could do that.
And then the high school is just right over here as well.
Yeah, just
so
right
close to the high school.
Right up the road. One of the top rated high schools too in the area you got right here in Clinton.
So we got a nice wide front yard here. And let's get on. Well, we got our nice wooden faux shutters there. All brick. Look at all this brick, Jared. You notice something?
What is that?
I just noticed they didn't do vinyl right here. That's the perforated.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Sure is.
Yeah.
A little bit of an upgrade, huh?
Yeah, and we got architectural shingles right here. And we got these gables. You get your board and batten right there. You got that cool vent.
I do like the board and batten look.
Huh? And we're at 109. Did you already say that? 109?
We are at 109 Horseshoe Bend. And hey, before we get inside, I want to throw this in here real quick. If we hadn't already shown it or said it, this is a DR Horton neighborhood. And I know that could be the builder a lot of people love to hate online, but they build with local contractors, and surprisingly, I don't know, we see some good stuff here.
It's been looking great as far as the build and the stuff.
I was very skeptical at first when we did the first one.
Uh-huh.
But since then we've talked to them, and not only have we seen pretty good stuff here using the local contractors.
I think the difference is the local contractor. It's the same contractors that our other builders are using.
Yeah.
Now there's multiple contractors within the local community, but it's still the same contractors.
But I want y'all to let us know in the comments, what do you think as we go through these? Is this what you expect, or maybe something a little different? But also I want to let you know, if you even consider buying a DR Horton home anywhere in the Jackson Metro, you can always reach out to us and we can get you hooked up. We have got a special incentive that we have negotiated on top of what they're already giving you, and they're giving you that 4.99% and a little something extra we'll get to here in a little bit. But if you want to know how you can save thousands even on top of that, you can either reach out, or I'll put a link, you can get on the list, and we can make sure that you don't miss out on thousands of dollars if you're even considering DR Horton. And you can click the link, but you probably want to reach out anyway.
That's right, you want to call me.
Talk to C-Mac. He will be the one most likely to answer the phone.
But
I wanted to throw that in here because, this is a new community for us, and we do have that special offer, and I don't want people to forget, so I don't want to bury it in the video.
That's right. We need y'all to know about that because it's actually a big deal. But anyway, let's get on to the house. Like I said, we got the nice landscape in here, windows. And then what I noticed they did right here, they made a little slant here, and then boom, and you go, and it levels back out here to going out to the front yard. Then we walk in, we got our 4-pane front door here, and we got the combination. So if somebody ever shows up to the door and you obviously want to know about it, but they could enter a code and walk right on into the house, right?
You can let them in. But there's a lot of smart home stuff that they usually include different things like the light switches.
Actually, it's usually the double one in it, Jared.
Yeah, and they're just like plug and play. You can just swap them out for
pop it off.
A dimmer or some other styles. Actually, I got another style I'll be able to show y'all here in a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed it earlier too. But let's go into this grand living space. I mean, we got double tray ceilings.
But you know what, Charles?
What?
Now, this would look a lot better if we could dress it up a little bit. See what it actually looks like.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Oh, let me just see if I can. Oh, camera magic. And just like that, Charles has somewhere to sit down.
We're in a furnished home. It looks so much better.
It does.
Agree or disagree? Let us know.
Oh yeah, you'll have to let us know in the comments. But I think it gives you a lot better picture how this could be laid out. Now,
yes,
there are some differences in exactly how this one's built. It is flipped, but it's the same floor plan.
You don't have the double tray, which is fine.
So the one that's actually for sale with the 4.99 rate, it has the double tray.
Double tray.
Usually the model's gonna be better. So in this case, that one might be a little better there.
Yeah, with what you got in there already. So as you can see, you got plenty of room to put your furniture here.
I mean, that's a good size sectional.
Yeah, you got the sectional here.
Room here. You got this corner over here.
That furniture piece is not small either, right there. And then of course, like Jared said, you got your table there. And then you come into our kitchen, right? They took the island, in the other home we were just in, it was flipped this way. They've turned it in the model, but you can easily fit 3 nice size bar stools here. You got plenty of room for a table. This is a 6-seater. You could easily add probably 2 more chairs in there, make it a little bit longer because that door opens to the outside. Obviously with it all decorated and all, you can fill the space a little better. And then we've got granite countertops. We've got our pantry here.
Got the granite, got the pantry. Refrigerator come with these straws?
Well, you know, that other house did have a refrigerator.
In here, check that out. We even got the Capri Suns.
Well, check that out. Check that out. In the home we were just in, the one that was for sale, it did have a refrigerator sitting there. So it had a refrigerator, it had blinds, it had a mailbox, it had gutters. I mean, there's not much more to add.
No, and then you're still getting incentive money on top of that.
That's right. That's right. So we got a 4-top gas cooktop here, and just making sure that is gas oven too. Gas oven.
In our experience, everybody, for the most part, we get every once in a while somebody prefers electric, but 90% or more, you like that gas cooktop, the gas range.
I do. Right here we've got our Whirlpool. We don't have the top rack, but we got these the normal Whirlpool stainless steel here.
Oh, and did you check the drawers and cabinets here?
I did it at the other house though. Oh. Why wouldn't it be the same in here?
There you go.
I mean.
So look, some of y'all, we've talked to you. I know it's in other markets, it's not a big deal to get the soft close drawers and cabinets. But here, outside of DR Horton,
it's rare.
You're gonna have to spend $700,000 or $800,000 in most cases, if not more.
Now, I will say this. What I have noticed though is, with this setup, you do sacrifice one thing in the kitchen.
What's that?
You have to put the garbage can somewhere. The custom built on-site cabinets, they work it into the cabinetry.
That is true.
Well,
you put it over there.
Here, you'd put it over there. You could still have room to put it at the end down here, or like they did, they put it right there. So, just want to point that out because that is something I have noticed. We're gonna go that way, Jerry.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be.
We're just gonna go around. I'm gonna do a circle around the table just to show that space. I'm just messing with you. We're gonna go out here on the patio.
Hey, we've already showed this.
We have not been out here. We have not been out here.
No, I'm talking about the table.
Oh.
But no, we have not been out here.
Jared's like, what's he doing? I'm the director, and what is he? It was funny. Anyway, so we got a nice sized patio here. We got obviously the windows looking into that living space. You got the boards going across here to cover up those seams and tidy that up. And then look at the yard. I mean, solid yard front and back here at the model. But typically, Jared, we're getting about right in here usually on our new neighborhoods.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're almost doubling the yard almost.
Now, I want to say this because we're showing this one. The one that's actually for sale is a little different. If you stop, back up just a little bit.
Sorry.
Right, stop right there. Okay. That is about where the yard on the other one goes to before it kind of really starts to slope off a little bit on the other side. So when in the future, when they put this model up for sale, this one is going to have one of the nicer yards.
Oh yeah, but if you're talking about that, we got to talk about the fence.
It's true. It does have
The other house also didn't have a fence. The model's already got the fence here because this is the model. So you're seeing some upgrades and things like that that would cost additional. And this is not the only homes that will be for sale in this neighborhood. There are going to be other homes, and I'm just going to say it, better home sites as well.
Yeah, they are.
Just like this big
they're
yard
building
here.
Out. You can see going way back.
Oh yeah, you still got a lot to go that way.
They're doing a lot more.
And when we say a lot, we're talking. I don't know the size of this neighborhood, but when we say a lot, we're talking 100 plus.
That's what it looks like.
Some people might say a lot in these bigger towns. It might be a 500 house neighborhood. I'm not saying that this is or isn't.
Okay.
Just
not that many.
What am I doing?
Well, there's like 10 homes in here or less right now. There's going to be a lot more than that. Okay, we'll put it that way.
All right. I was rambling. That's what I was doing. All right, let's roll.
Hey, sometimes you got to ramble a little bit, Charles. It's just how it goes. I think I've said that before. Oh wait, hold on.
What?
I almost forgot. Check that out. A little different switch for you there.
It's a whole switch.
It's just a push button. On.
Check that out.
So that is one of the other options that you
What's the difference in that one and the other one? Like this one.
That one's more of a toggle, and this one's just a push. So
just turn on that fan right there. Okay. Good eye, Jared. I didn't even notice it. So I thought this was cool where they have this up here where you can put a furniture piece in here. So you got the garage, you open the door. You can either set some things here, phones,
you
keys,
can also kind of set up like
drawers.
a drop zone here. You have room
Drop
to do
zone.
that.
Perfect. Go right ahead, Jared. And once again, this is a model, so it is a little bit different. Do you notice anything?
Different. You got, well, the other one, I'd say it was more even on the sides of the door. This one, you got more space on that side.
It's like they took the garage door and scooted it that way and gave you more space on this side.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Coming on in. Then we've got a nice closet here. But check out this bed. That's a nice sized bed, and you still got plenty of room. You got a piece here.
Full or a queen? I'm not sure. But
I'm gonna say this is a full.
You could definitely, if you wanted to put a queen, you could fit a queen. But
oh yeah, because you got plenty of room left over here, and you got a width depth here as well, and then you got plenty of room to have that door open. So easily fit a
closet here, and I notice our closets have our wood and our solid hanging rods there.
That's correct. No wire.
So no wire. If you're familiar with DR Horton, if you've seen some other place builds in other markets, I feel like they got some market pressure here to change that, because usually you see wire racks in their closets.
This is going to be your guest bathroom here.
So guest bathroom, double vanity, got the tub in there.
Here, I'm going to walk in there and talk about something, Jared. So the way this is made, this tub here, it's two-piece. So a piece here, and you can see the seam here. That's a piece there. So if you ever wanted to do tile or something different right here other than this, you could easily pull this out without having to take out the bottom, which I think is great.
A little flexibility there for you.
We got another closet here. So as you can see, we've got some storage in this plan. You know, a lot of living floor plans don't have a lot of storage, but we're seeing it in this one. Then they have these two spaces set up as little offices, but they're actually bedrooms. So we got a closet here. And this is on the front of the home. And we're continuing the trend of no wire. Which
I really do. I think they've had to change the way they do.
Adjust it. And then that's just going to be another bedroom there.
See, if y'all know our Mississippi local builders, so if you've been watching, you know this. Man, they do not skimp on the closets. You get the closets.
We got our washer and our dryer, our electrical panel there. And then right here, you're going to have your furnace. Goodman furnace right there. Right here in the closet, easy access if you ever need to get to it to do anything.
So that's another difference too. You know, usually we see them in the attic. You got it right there, which is easy access.
That's correct. And then, last but not least, got that primary suite.
I was wondering when we were going to get to it. You made us go all the way back around the world.
Wait, back up. It's like an open enclave the way they did
I thought you were letting me get in front of you here.
See how big this is? Like an open enclave.
It is.
And voila, walk right on in.
See, I thought he was letting me go in first.
I'm gonna let you go in there. You might as well give me the camera.
And so here's the thing. We've talked about it in our other DR Horton videos. I'll pop up the one of the ones we've done before there so you can see. But you get some trade-offs to get these affordable homes, and one of them used to be the closet, but even come in here. You got a ton of space in this closet. You got the solid hanging rods, you got the wood, so, oh, and look here, come on around. Here's another one of those options that you can get with these switches. This one is actually
a dimmer in the closet.
Option, and then, you just pull this tab and pop them out. But yeah, they're plug and play, so here's the regular one. Looks like they've already popped them out, but that's all it is. It just pops in and out there, no wiring or anything. So
is there one anywhere else?
I don't know. That is the only ones I've seen so far. We've got the push button, the regular toggle, and the toggle with the dimmer. So
maybe they put that in here just so they could show people, oh, you could do this too. If you want to pop in a dimmer.
If you want a dimmer in the closet.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's probably for them to show people, hey, we can do this.
But you can't show it. Now, back to what I was saying, there's some trade-offs, and one of our trade-offs, y'all know I'd like to say, are we big boy approved in our tub and our shower? But this is the same tub we've been in a lot of times.
I haven't been in it.
I haven't. I've had a clip. You want to see if it's Short King approved, Charles? You want to do that?
I can't take my shoes off. They're lace up.
When he said, "Oh, I hadn't been in it," it sounds like
you said we. You said we, and I'm thinking I ain't been in there.
Well, we ain't been together in any tub, Charles.
We have in showers.
But let's continue the tour. Right here. Come here. Come around here.
Where are you going?
I gotta show this.
Oh.
So look, we may not be big boy approved, but we are throne room certified.
I was thinking, say, if you don't call that throne room certified, you're crazy.
This is a pretty deep water closet here. So
you could easily close the door without hitting your knees.
Yeah. Now, if you were to redo this and have the door come out this way, you'd have even more.
No question.
Room. But yes, it's easily throne room certified. Now, we talk about the showers. Here's my thing. If you're tall,
Well, yeah, up close. You don't even have to lean into it. Just to be normal.
I'm just getting in here.
Oh, you hit your head.
Watch your head getting in these. So it's, unfortunately, the shower here is not going to meet my big boy approved. But we've been in plenty of showers that don't. Here's the thing, though. I like this better than the typical inserts that you would find kind of at an entry-level price point.
Why is that?
I like this design here. I like how this pushes in some.
Gives you a little more
space.
space.
It looks cleaner. It just looks, I like it.
Gives you a little more space, and you have more shelving to put things, actually.
Yeah, I can back in here. So really.
And would you say it's longer?
I don't know. I think it's about the.
It depends on the insert that's getting put in, because there's been one that's been put in before, and it was tight.
Yeah.
Even for me.
Some of them are. I think this one's a little better than the ones they've used in the.
That ain't a little better. It's a lot better with the one I'm talking about.
But I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that one. But there you go. You may not have the big boy approved, but it's not bad, and you definitely get your throne room certified.
How about and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because Jared didn't. We got our double vandies here with our granite countertops.
And pull that out.
Oh, Jared, we already know.
There you go. Soft close even in here.
If you want me to do that, I gotta do that.
Look, I just feel like we have to. I know people in other markets and people looking at other places think
now,
it's
let's
crazy.
say this is a downfall for this. This is a closet.
What?
I'm just joking. It's the linen closet.
I said we already saw the closet, Charles.
It's the linen
A
closet.
little late on that joke.
Man, where's my head been in there? I didn't catch it on the throne room. And then we were standing in the closet. I'm sitting there so focused on being a cameraman.
Well, you got to get back on your A game here, Charles. Charles,
I'm laughing at myself now. Anyway.
Look, Charles has been busy because we have actually had a ton of y'all calling to relocate, move around the area, which I'll remind you that you can do. And I don't know why you would buy DR Horton without calling us, because you're going to spend more money. But what are we going to say here, Charles?
So we got a trace on here in the primary. We've got two huge, let's just say it, massive side tables. And we still got room on either side of the side tables. And we got a king side bed.
Side tables.
And we got two seats, chairs here.
Furniture piece.
And this furniture piece is not little either. Yeah. And we still got plenty of room.
This is a pretty massive primary suite here for you.
All right.
But you know what?
We got one more to go, right?
Let's say you're looking at this and that's nice, but can I have a little more space? And you can do that right here. We're jumping from the Jasmine plan to the Victoria plan.
Victoria plan.
I gotta say, I do like this one.
You do? Do you like it because it's got a nice,
I like the big
front porch? The big gable?
I like the big gable with the board and batten.
Mm-hmm. The white painted brick, Jarrett.
And you know, usually I do like the more natural color brick, but I do like it. Looks good, like the contrast. Got your, I'm calling them sconces. I don't know if we decided that that's what they're called or not, but you got your sconces on each side of the garage door there.
So we've already pretty much talked about the outside, very similar to the very first house that we were showing earlier. But this here is something a little different.
So it's common in our market. You know, we talk again about trade-offs. Where do we save some money to make this a little more affordable for you? And this would be another one of those places.
This is a composite material though. It's supposed to be low maintenance, correct?
So you could argue this might be better. We're used to the actual wood solid beams, but yeah, you do have that composite. I mean, it looks real. You look at it.
Yeah, it looks real. You can't tell it really until you know it. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Till you knock on it, I guess.
And I like how they did the brick here to give it some nice curb appeal and stuff like that. And then this is a little different, Jarrett. Come check this out. You notice anything about that? The texture there versus it just being your regular flat painted boarding up there. And of course, we still got our 4-panel. We still got our combination lock here. And then we're gonna walk right on into this one.
So we got about 200 extra square feet.
200 extra square feet. And fix it, show you something that we didn't have in the other.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go straight to it.
There's some. Okay, what we got, Charles?
All right, we're gonna come right here, walk in the front door. So we got our nice foyer. We'll have bedrooms there. But check this out, Jarrett. We have got a half bath, a guest bathroom right here.
A half bath. You know,
it's got its vanity in there. Did you see the vanity? Did you get a good view of the vanity? There's no cabinets.
There's no cabinets. There you go. I got a shot of that vanity for you.
So we got to do that, Jarrett. We got to show them everything. I mean, this isn't that furnished house we just left from, right?
I agree. Plus, it's nice to have the half.
Plus, there was no cabinetry in there. I just wanted you to show the whole vanity. All right, now we're going to 2-car garage. Walk in, you got your 2-car garage. You got little space over there, but you definitely got more space on this side. And then we got this open, so we're just going to look up there. And Jarrett likes to point this out because we got a lot of, we'll just say some high-end builders that talk about this. But you got Tech Shield up there.
Yeah, if you look. So you can see that kind of foil look up there. You don't see that in a lot of our builds. I mean, like you said, we've had higher end builders that have talked about how they do that. And most builders don't.
And that's just gonna help with your utility bill.
It is. You know, I mean, we are in Mississippi. It does get hot, so anything helps.
Come on in. All right, we're gonna back it up, Jarrett. Let's back it up a little bit. We're gonna take this left. So you had your half bath over there, then you got your other bath here. So you basically got 2 guest bathrooms.
So full bath, double vanity, granite counters.
You got your Honeywell Pro Series thermostat here. I believe that is Wi-Fi capable.
You know,
we've already showed it, so I was going, that's the furnace.
Right there. Again, you know, that's another thing. I don't know if we talked about how it's normal in the other house, but normally we find those in the attic here.
So we got guest bedroom number 1, and you could actually put like a desk space here or little toy setup or something over in this corner here. And coming along.
So you're seeing those few extra square feet here and there. You saw it in the half bath, that big foyer.
We got our washer dryer connection. We got a basically linen closet or storage closet here. And then we got our 2 bedrooms there.
So here we go, just a kind of a more standard bedroom, but you have that extra cutout in one. You do have the full closet, again with the wood and the hanging rod in there.
You got your other guest.
And I think this one is just gonna be a mirror of what you just saw. A full-size bed, just like you saw in the model house, is gonna fit easily, perfectly in those. Even a queen would be just fine.
Then we got our coat closet here. And once again, we've got stored in this open floor plan. And then we walk into this space and you have that double. We mentioned it at the other house, now we're showing it to you. That double tray ceiling here and this massive chair. That's pretty big.
This is a massive room here. I've only been in one of their floor plans that had a bigger living area. And I'll say, actually, I like this one better because the other one almost felt like it was too big for what it was. Here, having the double tray really balances it out. Gives you the height. It just feels like I mean, it's a really big space here. You kind of have what could be, I don't know, because
you could do a little sitting area over there.
So you can have a sitting area over there.
And then have living over here.
So yeah, tons of
And then you got your dining back here.
Lots of flexibility. I wish we had a staged model of this plan.
Yeah, flip back on. You might get people dizzy. Go back that way. And then you look out onto a landowner back there, so you don't have a house directly behind you in the sense of the view. There is a house sitting right here. All right, then we got our granite countertops, our kitchen. Got our nice counter space here. You could have a coffee bar.
Lots of
island.
I mean,
plenty of counter space. We still got our stainless steel appliances, Whirlpool appliances. We got the wide open sink, our chrome finish on our faucet, plus we have this. And then, come right here, we've got our pantry.
At the corner pantry. And I like when they do the corner pantry because it's typically a little bit bigger. You get a little more space in there.
Now, you know the other one, we said it. This one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have a refrigerator. This one doesn't have blinds. This one doesn't have gutters.
No.
The other one did.
So that's why I said you don't always get those things. But you will get some incentive money to help you pay for them if you want.
Then I'm just going to go back this way. And I talked about it, but we didn't
make me spin around. Like I'm just.
So dining here. Dining here. It doesn't make sense to put that up there in that corner. You could kind of use that corner to do something a little different with, and then you have all this space. Or you could just let it all be straight living room.
Yeah, you just got a huge living room.
This patio looks wider.
You think it's wider?
I think it's wider. Yeah, I think it's wider.
It's pretty similar. I don't know.
Of course, those are the windows looking into the living space. And then this is what Jarrett was talking about, it from here to the backyard. So we're pretty about right here, and then we go swoop.
Yeah.
Now Jarrett, let's go wrap this one up at that primary suite.
Yeah, we do. You know what? Here, I'm tired of holding this camera. Make Charles be cameraman. One more time. Hey, you know, Charles has asked me about this, so I'll ask y'all. I'm surprised he didn't. Do y'all think there's like a gray in this? I don't think so. I think it's just a little lighter brown, but
I think it's got gray in it.
maybe it does. I don't know. So this one has the primary suite on this one is a lot different than what we saw in the last one. First off, you do have your little enclave here. Got you another little coat closet there. But then you got this door here. So you can basically stud it off your whole primary suite right here. And then right off the bat, you come into the bathroom. Now we got the same tub. We got the same shower. So you know what we're working with there. And we got about maybe a little bit more room in the closet. Come on in here. Look around. So plenty big closet. Here is your man block, and you know what they do?
What's that?
They even put the soft clothes. Oh, miss. You got them everywhere. I guess you got the hinges. You might as well use them.
You know, I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, I know exactly what they do.
But they didn't put you, they didn't put this on. You know what? I actually
There, get it up close. You can tie it off right there at the top.
Yeah, tie it right
Put it in
there.
that little, right here. There's a hole right there.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah, you can actually with this little piece right here. There's always a slot. You just pop it in. But I would not do that because you're gonna do like I did.
fumble it.
Fumble it when you try to do this and drop it down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So put it on the string. Just put it on the string. You know, I actually need one of these. You think they would mind if?
It's DL Horton. I don't think they're going to mind.
You don't think they would mind? No,
Put it back.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna.
Put it back too.
No, don't take those. You can. They're pretty cheap, but they're.
But if you don't put it on the string, you will be buying one.
You will be buying them. That's only a few dollars. But other thing here, are we throne room certified? We're even more throne room certified. Look at all the room I got here. I'm standing way over here.
I can't. And let me get back here so people can see.
We got great, fantastic, spacious. We got more adjectives. Throne room. But then we can come on around here. And
Here.
I like this setup.
You like it?
How you got this, you know, you come in here, you're basically, it really separates off your primary suite.
Yeah. And all the windows too with all the natural light. This room's bright.
A lot of natural light in here. You got the tray ceiling. This one is, I'm gonna say approximately about the same size as the last one. Easily a king size bed. Some other stuff can fit in here.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, Charles says this stuff and it's like he's questioning me, but he's not. You know what? I'm gonna have to question him and asked him what the prices are. We're gonna go back outside and talk about that. So we had to come back outside. It's a beautiful spring day. It's starting to warm up. Pretty soon we won't want to be out here at all.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I've got to say it.
What?
The sun is not blinding me right now. I feel it, but it's not blinding me. I can actually look in the camera.
It's not too bad. Actually, I think it feels great out here. Just a little bit warm. But here we are. Both of these houses we looked at today, both of them are getting you 4.99%.
Yeah.
With DHI Mortgage. You got to qualify all the stuff. You know, I don't work the disclaimer into the video, but you know, you got to talk to them. But you can get that, and you can get the incentive. We hadn't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
Both of these houses, $6,500. That's gonna pretty much cover all your closing costs.
What are we gonna do with the rest of the money?
I don't know, because especially on that house, you already got the gutters, the blinds,
The refrigerator?
the
mailbox?
refrigerator. So I don't even know what you're gonna use it for. I guess you're just gonna pay your closing costs and be done with it over there. But you got that here, you got the rate, and that first one, a little bit smaller. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
2 bath.
How many square feet was that one?
2,091 square feet. And you know what's priced at? $372,200.
So $372,200, and we came up just a little bit on this one here. We're a little bit bigger. I told you I'm gonna question him. Charles, what is it? Tell me the specs.
I gotta look at it. I forgot. It's a 4.2.5.
See,
I
you
know
like
that
to
much.
question me.
It's 2,300. I gotta get to. I gotta get to it.
I got the answers when you question
I gotta
me.
get to it. Hold on. Sorry, we got a little delay here. A little delay.
Jeopardy.
Drum roll, please. 2,306 square feet for $387,900.
$387,900, and this is the 4-bedroom, 2.5. So you got that half bath. And I gotta say, I like the elevator. Y'all can let me know in the comments. I like this look with the front porch
Yeah, he likes the front porch.
way better than that. You know, we were in the model. It's got a little front porch too, similar plan. So which one do y'all like? And
Oh, what about those floors? Are they gray or not?
They're not gray. I don't know why. I don't know why you thought they were gray. But anyway, y'all, let me just put this out there for you. Please do not go waste money. We have negotiated an extra incentive. So it's not just the $6,500. There's thousands more you can get. We can get you on the list to do that. The link is down there below. Or as always, you can reach out right here, call, text, email,
Or break out that megaphone.
whatever it takes. Get in touch with us. We can make your move to or around the area. Whether you're looking at these or any other home in the area, we can make that so much easier for you. We're out here looking at these all the time. If you want to see the ones we're going to, get down there, hit that subscribe button. And you want to see the ones we've already been to, where are they going to be at?
They're gonna be right there.
They're right there.